working on like routines, you know, like I know exactly what to do to get my hair a particular way. And so now I think I'm gonna focus on length, which is why I'm really on to talk about this whole half an inch a month thing. I was watching a video, and the people who were commenting was, you know, like berating this girl, you know, oh, you had a weave in and this and that, and nobody here grows this fast, and you know, all these other stuff, you know. And I was just like, these people are like crazy. First of all, okay, it says average. When you look up online, it says average. Okay, average does not mean everybody here grows half an inch a month. Okay, and this is coming from someone who is a math teacher. So you can debate whether average means something else. The average, okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, and I just was like, you know, oh, sideline. I right now I'm doing a paper on intelligence, okay? I have to come up with my own theory of intelligence. Now, if I slap a PhD next to my name and I came up with a theory of intelligence and I publish it, and for some reason it does catch like wildfire, you know, people are like, oh yeah, you know, it makes sense, and you know, all these different things, and I somehow become famous, you're going to have people who would read the material and basically say whatever I said is gospel. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that my theory of intelligence is correct. It's a theory. Okay, now, you know, and it just made me start, like, you know, my brain is like just, you know, going haywire, and I'm thinking to myself, where did the half an inch come from a month? Yeah, it's on the web, but I could get a wiki page and I could put any sorts of crap on there. One. Two, what sample size were they looking at, you know? And, you know, with statistics, you can make statistics say whatever you want it to say, okay? So here it is, you got people, you know, just saying, you know, this is gospel. Hair grows half an inch a month, you know, and they don't know where the heck it came from. This is like, and then you go on someone's YouTube channel or YouTube video and you just go off on the person. Like, seriously? You know, you mean, like, you got people out there that, you know, got some screws loose, you know, and they are so miserable in their life that they feel like they can, or they want to tear somebody else down. And most of it, you know, most of the haters, that comes from like jealousy. Jealousy and being miserable and all the negative emotions that you can think of, you know, that's where, you know, the place where haters are coming from. And most of the time, if you getting hated on, it's because you're doing something right, you know, most of the time. But, you know, like, people, like, please, okay? The only thing you need to focus on is that your hair is growing. I look back on my last year videos, and I look back on now, and I'm like, my hair grew. Now, yes, I did some stuff to my hair. Yes, I clipped my hair. But the main thing is that I know I can grow some hair. Okay, now whether it is 1/4 of an inch, whether it's you know, yes, texture plays a part, not in terms of how it grows out of your hair, but in terms of maintenance. If you don't have a good routine going, you might not maintain your hair, you know. And guess what? Sometimes I slack off and my hair breaks. Okay, and sometimes hair breaks just because it's old. You know, it's dead. You know, so if, you know, the older it gets, especially if you're not maintaining it, it's gonna break. But why are you going to just be stuck on this whole half an inch a month, half an inch a month, half an inch a month? Like, okay, it's an average. So if you want to make yourself feel good and say, oh, my hair grew half an inch this month, that's on you. But why would you go and force your beliefs on somebody else? I don't get it, guys. It just made me so irritated. I hate seeing other people getting picked on. I don't like seeing it. You know, if people picking on me, I can brush it off like, hey, like, you know, I'm over here, I'm doing good, you can do whatever you want to do, kind of thing. But it just does something to me when I see people go out of their way to be mean to other people. It gets on my nerves, especially with this whole dang half an inch a month. Give me a break, okay? Yeah, so I just wanted, it's been bothering me, and I just wanted to come on and vent about that. Not even like a vent, but just like, come on, lighten up, people. And if you are like just so stuck on half an inch a month, and you know, it's driving you crazy, I would say, you know, not that, brush that off. Because first, you know, like, I'm, as I said, I'm racking my brain, like, where the heck that came from, and where was the sample size? Because you're just typing it online, whatever, you see half an inch a month, blah, blah, blah. But we don't know where that's coming from, okay? And if it's an average, it's an average, okay? But we have no idea who took the sample, which scientist said what, you know, all these different things. As I said, you got a PhD or you're a doctor, there are studies that you can run, and if you say something and if it becomes accepted, that's the standard that you would see. But it doesn't always mean that's true, because guess what? As I said, with the whole theory of intelligence and all this stuff, which, you know, back in the day they tried to talk about who had intelligence and who didn't have intelligence, okay? But like 50 years ago, the theory on intelligence is different from the theory of intelligence now, okay? And that is true for a lot of stuff. So lighten up, y'all. Please.